Happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload videos every single day. Now, it has become pretty evident that the Dallas Cowboys have quit on their coach and their season. They just go ahead and punt the season. It's over because this team has quit. And to me, this shows the impact of Dak Prescott. Because even when Dak was there and they were losing, they were in these shootouts and their defense couldn't stop anybody and they were giving up the most points in the history of Cowboys every game. Just the most points through 2 games, through 3 games, through 4 games. Every single week, it was giving up the most points in the history of their franchise. They at least tried, right? Like they at least, it looked like they were competing or trying to compete, at least on the offensive side of the ball. And then when Dak got hurt, we saw them react, right? Like the crowd, because he got hurt at home, the crowd reacted and the teammates reacted and everybody was sad and all as a collective, and even people who aren't fans of the Cowboys were saddened. But now that Dak's gone, not only have they continued losing, yes, they have continued doing that, but they've quit. This season is a wash. It is a waste. And I think you got to get rid of McCarthy. It probably lasts the entire season, but there's no way you can move forward with this. Now, yes, you bring Dak back next year, but, I mean, how can you move forward with McCarthy? Think about it. When Andy Dalton got hurt, when Bostic took a clear cheap shot on Andy Dalton and knocked the man out of the game, and he might not even play this week, knocked your man out with a dirty cheap shot, nobody reacted. Not one Cowboy confronted Bostic of Washington. Not one team. Then you go up to the nation's capital and only hang 3 points on a team that had 1 win coming into the game. You only score 3 points. You lose by 22 points. And then your quarterback gets knocked out and nobody reacts. Off a cheap, dirty play. Nobody reacts. Not one punch was thrown, not one shove, not one anything. That tells me you have quit. You have quit on this season. You have quit on this coach. You have quit on everything. It's that simple. Like remember, and also I'm not even mentioning the fact that leaks came out the week before, right? I did a video talking about how the leaks have come out and these players saying the coaches don't know what they're doing. They say they don't know what the hell's going on, and that let me know. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of crazy, but I think this is happening because Dak's not here, and I underestimated Dak's impact not only on the field but in that locker room, and then with that team morale, because this team has quit. This team is done, and they're gonna have to figure out, think long and hard on Mike McCarthy if he is the man to lead this franchise going forward. Here's the thing. A lot of coaches benefit to having a great quarterback. It's not that easy to get a great quarterback in the NFL. Trust me. It is not that easy. As a fan of the Oakland Raiders, it is not that easy to get a great quarterback that can lead your franchise to prominence, lead them on and off the field, and do everything that's right for a long, sustainable time. It is not easy. They're finding that out up in New England right now. They're finding that and a lot of other places have realized it over the years, whether it's Jacksonville, New York, the Jets. All these teams are figuring out how hard it is. But the greatest example is over there in New England. They still got the same coach, the same structure, and they got a pretty good player in most eyes in Cam Newton, and they can't win a ball game. So the fact that you had Dak Prescott, his impact on this team, his impact on the morale, his impact just overall matters. But also Mike McCarthy. He is getting exposed, right? For years, Mike McCarthy was the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Who did he have a quarterback? Aaron Rodgers. Right? And at the end of his tenure, what happened between him and Aaron Rodgers? First, he had Brett Favre. Then he had Aaron Rodgers. And he looked like a really good coach for a very long time. But towards the end of his tenure, and when he got fired, the main reason was Rodgers didn't like him. He said he was old. He was outdated. His play calling was old and outdated. Everything needed to be updated and, taken to the modern world, right? They needed to be transformed. And that's why they went out and hired a 30-something-year-old coach to come in and implement some new modern, analytic-driven, different data into this system, and a new system. And McCarthy said, okay, I'm going to embrace analytics. I'm going to embrace all the modern style of offense and everything. I'm going to keep Kellen Moore, the play call, and I'm going to do all of these things. No, man. No. It's kind of hard to teach an old dog new tricks. And I think we're starting to see maybe Mike McCarthy ain't the greatest coach, right? Like, he had Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre for 14 years up in Green Bay. This ain't Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. Dak's a good quarterback, and now Dak's gone, and now this team is unraveling. You got players leaking stuff to the media. You got players not even fighting for the freaking quarterback after he gets smashed, pummeled on a dirty hit. It might be time to blow this up in Dallas, man. Because even with Jason Garrett, they fought for Jason Garrett. You can say what you want to say about Jason Garrett, Mr. 8-8, Mr. Clap It Up. They fought for that man. They went out to battle, went to war for Jason Garrett. They didn't always win a bunch of games. They underachieved a lot, I will say, but they at least were competitive. That team that I saw on the field on Sunday against Washington was not competitive, and they didn't even fight for their own teammate. Whew, it might be time to blow it up in Dallas. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Ball Sports Network. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.